Ever wondered why women cheat more in relationships? Yes, you heard that right. It's time to break down the taboo and unravel the uncomfortable truth that so many refuse to accept. Women's infidelity goes far beyond what we usually think, and the reasons behind it are more complex than just physical attraction. Stay tuned because this might just change the way you look at relationships forever. Let's get one thing straight. Cheating is not about the act itself. It's about the why behind it. And when it comes to women, the reasons often go unnoticed or unspoken. You see, the assumption that men cheat more has been deeply ingrained in our social consciousness. But the truth is, women cheat far more than most people think. Why? Because they're looking for something they're not getting at home, something beyond physical attraction. When a woman cheats, it's not usually just because she's looking for physical satisfaction. No, it's because she's feeling a lack of emotional intimacy, support, or validation. Here's the catch. She often doesn't even label it as cheating. Instead, she justifies it. She'll say, "My husband doesn't appreciate me," or "He's not present anymore." This denial makes it easier for her to cross that line because in her mind, the problem is not what she's doing, it's what he's not doing. Now, let's talk about this idea of emotional versus physical infidelity. For many women, it starts small. A message on social media, lingering conversations at work, or seemingly innocent compliments from an old friend. It's a gradual process, and what's happening is that she's looking for validation. Validation that she might not be receiving in her current relationship. Once she finds it elsewhere, she may start to develop an emotional bond that, over time, turns into something more. But it doesn't stop there. When a man cheats, it's typically viewed as a momentary lapse, an act of lust or opportunity. However, when a woman cheats, it's often a decision, a culmination of emotional disconnects and unmet needs. And that's why it's more dangerous, because by the time she steps outside of the relationship, she's already detached emotionally. Her decision to cheat isn't impulsive, it's strategic. She's weighed her options and concluded that what she's about to do is justified and often irreversible. But what drives a woman to cheat in the first place? It's simple: the lack of boundaries. When a woman meets a man who's too agreeable, who doesn't set clear boundaries, or isn't willing to walk away when his needs aren't met, she loses respect for him. And respect is a critical component of attraction. Without it, she starts testing his limits. She might start spending more time away, keeping in touch with her exes, or even posting provocative pictures online. Why? Because she's testing to see if he'll push back, if he'll stand up for what he values. And when he doesn't, that's when she knows she has free rein to do as she pleases. He becomes the perfect partner in her eyes, not because he's ideal, but because he's a doormat. And a doormat, while convenient, doesn't inspire loyalty or commitment. There's another layer to this. Women cheat because they desire a man who can lead, not in a domineering way, but in a way that provides structure and security. A man who's comfortable in his masculinity, who knows when to be firm and when to be soft. When this dynamic is absent, she starts seeking it elsewhere. And this is where infidelity begins. She's drawn to the man who can give her that sense of direction, even if he's not the one she's committed to. But let's flip the script for a moment. What happens when a woman is fulfilled in her relationship? When her emotional, physical, and psychological needs are met, she won't even think about cheating because she'll have no void to fill. It's not about keeping tabs on her every move or questioning her loyalty. It's about creating a relationship dynamic that's balanced, where she feels seen, heard, and respected. So what's the takeaway? Understand that women cheat not because they're inherently unfaithful, but because they're responding to gaps in the relationship. If you're a man, your job isn't to control her or question her integrity. It's to ask yourself, what am I bringing to the table? Am I showing up as the man she wants and needs? When you can confidently answer that question, you won't have to worry about infidelity, because she'll be right where she wants to be, by your side. Infidelity isn't a simple black and white issue. It's nuanced, complicated, and often rooted in unmet needs. If you want to dive deeper into understanding relationship dynamics and how to strengthen your connection with your partner, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below with your thoughts. Let's keep the conversation going. because a better understanding leads to better relationships.